Hi there, everyone. I hope you're well. So welcome to the talk, What Does Your Health Look Like? So something I've noticed after years and years of personal training and nutrition is that everybody is completely different and everyone wants something very different. So I've got an email going out on Monday and I really want you to have a good look at it. And it's based on this talk, really. I'm going to be showing you people that I've trained and other people as well, what their health looks like. They're all very, very different. So I see this a lot. Two friends going into the gym, training together, one of them's getting great results and the other one isn't getting great results at all. And that's because they're training the opposite way to how they should be to get the body of their dreams, you know? So the top question is, what do you want to look like? What does your health look like? When you're in top shape and top health, what does that feel like? What does that look like? How will you move? How will you talk? What size dress or trousers will you wear? Will you change your hair color? Would you have a new job? Yeah, it affects all areas of your life. So we're looking at you getting a very clear mental picture of what your health looks like. And the more specific you can be, the better. Yeah. This week, I want you to write down a list. I want you to write it down. I want you to do it. Write down a list of what your perfect health and perfect body looks like. Now, there's a method in my madness. When we do things like this, it gives the body a mental picture of what you're wanting to achieve. And then you can move forward with that. And if you give the body a mental picture, the body will start to work towards it. And it'll work very well. What happens a lot of the time is that people don't have that mental picture. They don't know what their perfect health feels like. They don't know what their perfect body looks like. And so they struggle to give the brain a picture to work towards. The other reason that I'm asking you to do this is to get you serious, to get you in the zone, to put your head on the body so that the mind-body is connected. And I need it to be connected. People think that mental and physical is separate. It's not. It's completely in unison. It's completely together. So if you're unhealthy here, you'll be unhealthy here. If you're unhealthy here, you'll be unhealthy here. It's true, yeah? It really, really does affect, your mind and your body. So if you're really struggling, if you're thinking, I don't know what I look like, I don't know, whether I'll feel $1 million. I don't know what that feels like. I've been feeling a certain way for so long. I know a lot of you are working a lot of hours. And so you're tired, you're stressed, you run down, and you've forgotten what it feels like to be peppy and zingy and all the rest of it. So here's something that might help you. I might put a little spring in your step as well. There is a website called myvirtualmodel.com, and then there's modelmydiet.com as well. So there's myvirtualmodel.com and modelmydiet.com. And what you will find there is a lovely 3D vision of a woman. They do a male one as well, by the way. And you can put in your height, your weight, your shape. You can put in your bust size. You can put in your skin tone. You can change your eyes, the width of your nose, your lips, the shape of your face. You can change your hairstyle. Yeah. So you can make a virtual you. Yeah. So that's one. Yeah. Then the other person, the other little model, is a virtual future you. So I know that there's a couple of you out there that are wanting to gain weight. So you can plus 10 what it looks like. For those of you that are wanting to lose weight, you can minus 10 pounds. Look what it looks like. You do get giddy, and then you can minus, for those of you that are wanting to lose a tremendous amount of weight, you can put in the full weight loss and see the difference. And what's great is it does actually look like you. So the little 3D, and you can turn yourself around, you can wear different clothes, you can wear a little bikini. It will give you a realistic view of what you look like now and what you could look like 10 pounds heavier, 10 pounds lighter, with a smaller waist, with a bigger waist. And it helps motivate you. And I've used this a lot. So very recently I had a lady who has had the gastric sleeve, Dina, she's out there watching, and she was just like, I don't think I've made any progress. I really don't. I know I've been working and I've had the gastric sleeve and it's just not worked. And she's lost over 6 stones. So we put in what she was at the beginning, and then we put in what she is now. And she was like, oh my God, look at the difference in me. And it was a real motivating tool that you can use to motivate yourself. The other thing is everybody's goals are different. And that's what I love about the Transform group. You're all so different, but you're really, really motivating each other on there. And I love that, so that's really great. In the email, I'm going to show you a lovely lady called Eileen who's just finished her first Miss Physique competition. She's looking very gorgeous. Those are the tiny ladies that are very sculpted, six-packed up with the little shiny bikini and the little number in the side. She did very, very well. And you'll see a picture of her and how she's trained. Actually, her husband's decided that he's going to be a strong man. So the two of them are in it, but their goals are very, very different. So then we're going to have Andy, who I've trained for some time. Andy just wanted to lose weight and feel better. And he's a big man. He's a big, nice, big fella, He didn't want to be a skinny Lizzie. That wasn't what his goal was. And so he's lost a couple of stones and he's looking good, And it's made a big difference to him. Then featuring in the email will be Sarah, who I've known for a very long time and trained with for a very long time. When I first met Sarah was severely underweight and not in a great place mentally and physically. She won't mind me saying that, I know. And now Sarah has accomplished great things with Pilates and yoga, and you will see pictures of what Sarah looks like now. Amazing body, amazing shape, and can get herself into the most amazing contortions, so for her, strong was the new skinny. Yeah. So I wanted you to see these different people because all of them have got very, very different goals. Yeah, some of them just wanted to lose a few pounds. They didn't want to be Brad Pitt, I've also got a client that has lost 12 stones with me, but she's been a little bit shy at the moment. She's lost 12 stones, but that still makes her 17, 18 stones. So she was a very big lady when we started. Now, you've got to imagine, at the size that she was, she could only do like 1 minute of exercise. She was in a really bad state of health. Her blood pressure was high. She was depressed. She wasn't in the greatest of health at all. So for her to lose that much weight, this has changed her life. Now people will look at her and say, well, she's not a size 8, she's not a size 10, but this woman is living now. She's out, having not been able to do 1 minute of exercise, she's out around the park with her ankle weights on, doing her power walking that she loves, and she's made a difference in her life. She's got boots in her car because she can now wear lots of boots to get over her calves, and she's in a very, very different place. She's not a size 10, but she's in a very different place. And so who am I to say to her, how dare you stay there? at, you know, size 20 or whatever size she is. How dare you stay there? You should be smaller. She's so happy where she is. It's ridiculous. So this is where we need to find out what your health looks like. It will be very different to someone else. I know, I'm thinking of two people on the Transform course at the moment. One of them wants to gain weight. So she would be so pleased if she gained a couple of stones. She would have shape and she would feel better in clothes and she'd feel warmer and have more energy. And I'm thinking of another lady who's so desperate just to tone up and get, you know, toned and lean, and she's not really wanting to lose any weight, but she's wanting the tone, and that's what she's really after. And so those two are very different. They're both doing the Transform, but they're very different, and so I'm giving them different things to do. So I know a few of you are new to the Transform, and some of you are nearly through and some of you are halfway through, but it doesn't matter whether you're halfway through, nearly through, or just starting. Here, get clear about where you want to be and what you want to look like and how good health feels to you. So once you've decided, once you've established what your health looks like and what your health will feel like to you, then we've cut out a lot of mucking about. We've cut out a lot of mucking about. So for example, if your aim was to really, really tone up, then going and doing spin 50 times a week or training for a marathon will not get you the results that you want. Yeah, it'll help your heart and it'll help your lungs and it'll give you great cardio endurance, and if that's what you want, then maybe that's what you should be doing. But if you were looking for tone and definition and, you know, really going for the sculpting, then that would be the wrong way of training for you. You'd be wanting to look at your weights. You'd want to concentrate on your abs blasts. That's the kind of thing you would want to do. If you were wanting to gain weight, then the high intensity exercise might not be for you. We're trying to calm your metabolism down. We're trying to get it to function normally. So then maybe I would be making you look towards the yoga route. For all of you wanting tone, though, the yoga and Pilates delivers it in spades. So I'm always a big promoter of that. But once we know, and once you know exactly what your health looks like, and also what your health feels like, then we know exactly the right way to train you. And if you don't, then you should be asking me. So for me, I've never wanted to be a size 8. Even when I was dancing, there was one job that I got down to a size 10 for, but it was only for a couple of weeks. I lasted a couple of weeks and then I bounced back up again. When I was dancing, I was always like a size, 12 and stuff like that. 10 to 12 I was, and I'm a little bit bigger now, I know, but I was always curvy. That's what I was, and I kind of like that. So that's what I really, really love. But some people don't like that. Some people don't like the curvy. Some people would prefer to be longer and leaner. Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine. I want you to get this into your heads. I want it to sink into your heads, and I really want you to really digest it. We are not all meant to be the same. I know if you listen to the media and you read magazines and things like that, they will convince you that we're all kind of supposed to look like about 5 different celebrities, and that's what we should be gearing towards. In honesty, we're not all meant to be the same. We are all meant to be healthy, but we're not all meant to look the same. And I think we should enhance our differences. I've things about me that I like that people really don't know about. So you'll laugh. I never really had boobs when I was dancing. I've got boobs now. But the great thing about me is I train my pecs quite hard. I do a lot of press-ups. I use a lot of weights. So I don't care how big the boobalinos gets. They're staying up there. They're pert. I can go without a bra. It don't bother me. I like that. I like that about myself. Whereas other people would say, oh no, I wouldn't want big boobs. Wouldn't want that. You know, for those, we want to exaggerate our strengths and diminish our weaknesses. We want to feel good in our bodies. We want to get various different attributes. But look at your body. We just want the best version of you. So this week, I want you to write down what your health looks like. I want you to write down what your health would feel like. So I know a lot of you have really been suffering with the bloating this week, and it's kind of motivated and inspired me. I've got Hertzsprung's disease, a bowel condition. I suffer from, bowel issues. It's my little expertise area. I know a lot of you have suffered from bloating, and it could be the fibre and stuff like that. But I always swap trades with a lady called Emma, and I teach her Pilates, and she does reflexology on me, because it's kind of hard to do reflexology on yourself. It's not as nice, even though I'm a reflexologist, it's nice for someone else to do it on your feet. And Emma's been working with my digestive system and my bowels on my feet. Oh my God. She does my reflexology, and then I go to the loo. I'm not even making that up. I know it's too much information, but I'm telling you, reflexology is an amazing therapy. And so if you are having digestive issues and you are having problems in that area, I do really recommend it. So because you're doing the Transform course, because this is something near to my heart, I thought that I might do a reflexology talk like this, but show you how to do it on yourself. Just tips, that you could easily do on the hands or on the feet. Simple things that you could do that could maybe de-bloat you, and also you maybe get the bowels going if you've got the same problem as I. So I thought that would be a good one to do. So maybe we should do that next week. We should do that one next week, maybe. So I hope it's got you thinking. I want you thinking about you. I don't want you thinking about Sandra down the road. I want you thinking about you and what you will look like and how you will feel. If you're going to the gym with a friend and your friend is wanting a big butt and skinny arms, and you're wanting a flatter belly and toned legs, you two should not be training together. You shouldn't be. You should be training differently. Yeah, it doesn't mean you can't go to the gym together. You might meet up on the cross trainer. You might meet up again for a reheat on the treadmill, but you shouldn't be training together. You shouldn't be doing the same exercises. If you want the results and you want them quick, you've got to make your workouts efficient. Yeah. So what I'm hoping will happen is you will go away, have a think about this, write a few notes down, and then if you don't find the workouts within the Transform course or on the Facebook group, because we've done quite a few workouts now on the Facebook group, so scroll down, there's weights programs, there's abs blast, there's legs, leg workouts, there's all sorts. If you can't find what you're looking for, then contact me. This is what I am here for. So contact me and say, well, this is what I'm wanting to achieve. How do I do it? And then we're moving in a very different direction. So the reason why I ask a lot of you to fill in that week 1 of Transform, you give me all your details, your stats, I ask you about your food, I ask you about what you want to achieve short term, what you want to achieve long term. There is a method in my madness. I'm not asking just for the good of my health, I'm asking for the good of yours. I just want you to think about it. I want you to get specific. I have got one client, Rachel, I've trained for years. I trained her before she got married. I've trained her through her pregnancies. I've trained her after her pregnancies. What I really like about her is she's really, really specific. So I'll come round, she goes, Anna, I want to lose 9 pounds. She'll tell me, I want to lose 9 pounds and 2 inches off my waist. You know, and she's really specific about it, and she achieves it easily. Why? Because she's got very focused about what she wants to do. Then we're cutting out all the faff of faffing around. You know, people go, well, I've done a 10K, but I've still not got a great bust line. A 10K run isn't going to give you a good bust line. I have got a lady that I've trained for many years, and I'm glad this is going on to the Transform Group page. She's a gorgeous, gorgeous lady. I love her to pieces. But we've yo-yoed, you know, lost 4 stones, gained 4 stones, lost 4 stones, gained 4 stones. Whenever I come back to training her, I give her things that will work, and of course she loses the 4 stones, and also she does the diet that works for her, and it all works beautifully. And when she comes back to me and I say, what, why have you put the weight on? She says, oh, it's because I've gone back, I'm doing that thing again, I'm doing that class again, but that class doesn't work for you. Well, my friend lost 2 stones on it. It doesn't matter if your friend lost 2 stones on it. You've got to do what works for your body, not for someone else's body. And so she's actually gone back to doing what doesn't work. And that's a form of self-sabotage. Yeah. So if you're continually going back to something that doesn't work for you, then that's a form of self-sabotage. So as much as it is physical, it's mental as well. So I hope I've given you something to chew on today. It's been a crazy week. A lot of you have said it's gone by in a blur, and I feel like it's gone by in a blur as well. It's been mental. It's just the weeks are flying. But speak to me. I'm here to help you as much as you can. Have a fabulous bank holiday, and I hope you enjoy the sunshine. Please God, the sunshine will stay out, and I'll speak to you very soon. Okay, bye.